Hi guys, I'm going to do a little combo of yoga and Pilates. Try to make it under 45 minutes. I'll do my best. If you have a ball, if you have a TheraBand, that'd be great. If you don't, that's not a problem. So we're going to start right away on our hands and knees. Wrists under shoulders, knees are under your hips. I'm going to take a couple cat-cows. So inhale, drop your belly, lift your gaze, flipping your tail up, and then exhale, round your spine, scoop your belly up and in, let your head hang, opening up the back body, the shoulder blades open. Inhale, drop your belly, lift your gaze. Exhale and round. Inhale, drop it and lift it. Exhale and round. And we're going to do 3 more rounds, just feeling the movement, incorporating your breath as you round and as you release. And then find your way, just not that back to a nice neutral spine. Shift your hips back so you're in a child's pose. And as your hips are back, you're going to start to walk your fingertips a little bit forward. Pressing the fingertips down, drop the forehead down and breathe here, breathing in through that whole back body. And then start to begin to walk your hands over to the right side of your mat. As you do so, shift your hips to the left side of your mat and breathe through that left side body. And then start to walk your hands back to the center of your mat. Take a breath here. And then move to the left side of your mat, shifting your hips over to the right. Breathing in through the right side body. Find your way back to your center. Take one more breath here in your child's pose. And then begin to lift the hips back up and just shift your weight forward so you drop your hips down, gently opening up your chest. And then find your way back to your hands and knees in that tabletop position. Send your left leg back behind you. Take your right hand underneath of you and then flip over to the left side of your mat. So you're on the blade edge of your left leg or left foot. Extend your top arm high to the sky. Notice your shoulders are stacked over your shoulders. And then take that top arm up and overhead, stretching the left side of your body, engaging the bottom side of your oblique here. Maybe rolling your wrists around if that feels right for your body, always being mindful of what feels best for you. Stack your shoulder over your shoulder, gaze back to the mat. Release your left hand, rearrange your right hand. Lift that left leg up off the mat and pull the knee to the nose, exhaling. We're going to do this 3 times. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, round. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, round it out. Send that leg back behind you and then just release it back down and switch right to the other side. Extend that right leg. Left hand underneath of you and come over to the right side of your mat, pivoting the right foot, extending the right arm high to the sky, stacking a shoulder and a shoulder. And then that top arm reaches up and over your head, bicep towards your ear, maybe rolling around your wrist. Find your way back so you're stacking up. Gaze back down, release the right hand, rearrange the left hand, square off the hips, lift that right leg, and then pull the knee to the nose 3 times. Inhale, send it back. Exhale, pull it in. Inhale it back. Exhale, it comes up and in. Send it back behind you, and then release that knee back down. You're back in your table, and then you're back in your child's pose. Take one breath here in a child's pose. And then lift the hips and shift yourself forward. Breathe in here, relax the back body. And then send it back, child's pose. And forward again. And child's pose. And come back forward. Last time in your child's pose. Send it forward. Stay here. Open up the heart. Press the palms down. Lift the belly button up. And then tuck your toes under. Lift your knees up off the mat. And now find yourself in a plank pose. So here we are, plank pose. Wrists under shoulders. Belly pulling up and in. Not sinking in the shoulder blades, so they're just rounding over around your rib cage. And then lift your hips up nice and high, so you're in a downward facing dog position. Downward dog. And then we're going to move from plank to downward dog a few times. So just shift forward, plank pose, and then pike those hips up, downward dog. Lift up the heels, you're up on your tippy toes, come over, plank pose. Down dog. One more time, plank pose. Down dog. Stay here in your downward facing dog position, and then take your left hand and reach it over to the right side of, or the right leg, on the outside of the right leg. And then bring it back down and switch sides. Right hand's going to reach over to the outside of the left leg. Maybe gazing underneath of your arm. And do it one more time each side. Right side with the left arm. Left side with the right arm. Come back to the center. And then we're going to move that a little bit quicker, adding on to it. So shift your weight forward, you're back in your plank, and then take that left hand over to the right, reach it, plank, right arm to the left, reach, plank, reach, plank, reach, plank pose, reach to the right, plank, reach to the left, plank, and to the right, plank, and to the left, plank pose, one each side. Last time. Plank pose, stay here in a plank pose. And then slowly, if you can drop to your knees, or you can lower yourself down into a chaturanga. Elbows hug that rib cage, hold, hold, hold. And then drop everything back down and relax your head, your neck, your shoulders. Drop your arms down by your sides. Fingertips reach towards your toes. Take a breath. Draw your belly button up and in. And then take another breath and just lift your upper middle back. So drawing the shoulders down your back. Fingertips reach towards your toes and then come back down. We're going to come up 3 more times. Inhale here. Exhale. Inhale down. Exhale lift. Inhale lower. Exhale lift. Good. Come back down and stay down. Then bring those arms back around so they're just next to your shoulders. Tuck your toes under. And if you can, you're going to push back up to a plank pose. So engage those thighs. Your tail is tucked under. Your toes are tucked under. And you're going to press in one piece. Here's that plank pose if you can. If you can't, we're all going to meet back in that downward facing dog. Almost there. Take a breath and let it go. And then take your right leg up high to the sky. Bend your knee and open up your hip. So you're fanning your hip open to the side. So your hips are open, but your shoulders are still square to the mat. So armpits face the mat. And then straighten that leg, square it off. Draw the knee to the nose. and then send it up and back. Again, bend the knee, fan the hip open. Straighten it, square it, knee to nose. Send it up and back. Bend the knee, open it up. Straighten, square it, pull it up and in, knee to nose, and hold. 3, 2, 1. Step the foot between the hands, relax the back knee, the back toes, and you're going to find yourself in a low lunge. Take a breath here, let it go. And then frame the front foot, and as best you can, you're going to do a little runner stretch. So just start to stretch that leg as best you can, flexing the foot, and then bend the knee again. And we're going to flow through that 3 more times, back and forward, and back and forward. And this last time, hold it back. Maybe you want to point and flex if that feels good, opening up that hamstring, yes. And then place the sole of the foot back down, bend that knee again. You're going to place your left hand to the instep of your right foot. You're going to curl the toes under of the back foot and lift the back knee. So you're framing that front foot. We're going to begin to do a twist. So you're going to twist over to the right side, sorry for my back. Twisting from your center, hips stay as square as possible. And if you're ready and if you'd like, you can extend your arm high to the sky. If this isn't right for you, you can also drop your knee down onto the mat. After the next breath, we're going to move to a side plank or modified side plank. So release the palm down, shimmy over to the blade edge of the left foot, and halfway down the mat you are with your right foot. Staying here, or Vashti, you come into a side plank. Reach that top arm up. We did this in the warm-up. You can take your top arm up and over your head. You can, again, modify by bending the top knee. Engage the bottom oblique and reach that top arm up. Stretch it over if you like, or keep it stacked. One more breath here. And gaze back down at the mat. Release the right hand, followed by the left hand, and find your way back to your downward facing dog. Take a breath here. Let it go. Take that left leg up and back. We bend the knee, we open up the hip, fan it open, but try to keep the shoulders square to the mat. Straighten, square it, bend the knee, knee to nose. Send it up and back. Bend it, fan it, stretch it. Then straighten it, square it, pull it in, knee to nose. One more time. Bend it, open it. Straighten it, square it, knee to nose, maybe you can kiss it. 3 holding, 2 holding, 1 more. Step it between your hands, relax the back knee, the back toes, and come on up into your low lunge. Feel the hip flexor opening and stretching on the right side, over here. And then you're going to frame the front foot, going into that runner's stretch. So straighten as best you can, bend, flowing through it, and straighten, and bend, and straighten, and bend. Straighten it, keep it straight or as straight as you can, and maybe you want to move around, kind of like you're pressing a gas pedal, pointing and flexing, pressing down and lifting up. I don't remember how many we did. This next one, we're just going to press it down, keep it down, bend that knee. You're framing that front foot, curl the toes under of the back foot, lift the back knee, keep the right hand down, and begin to twist from your center over to the left side of your body. And if you'd like, you can extend the left arm up high to the sky. So the back leg can be down for a modification if this is right for you. And then we're going to move into that modified side or side plank. So press the palm down, shimmy that left leg halfway down your mat. You're on the blade edge of the right foot down below. This is the modification, or if you want to stack it up, side plank. And that top arm can come up and over, bicep towards your ear, stretching out that top oblique, keeping that bottom oblique engaged, keeping the hips stacked, the shoulders stacked, the knees stacked, the heels are stacked. And then find your way back. You're back to your plank pose. You can vinyasa through if you know vinyasa, or you can just meet in downward facing dog. I'll just stay here for a couple breaths. Let me straighten my mat a little bit. So we're going to just do one more sequence and then move on to the floor for some Pilates work. So take that right leg up and back again. Keep it straight this time and squared. Feel the stretch in that standing leg. Feel the glute engage on the right side. And then bend the knee. Pull the knee instead of the nose. Bring it up and over to the right tricep. Send it back. Send it to the right tricep. Send it back. Bring it to the right tricep. Send it back. Bring it to the right tricep. Hold it over at the right tricep. Then swing it to the left. Right, left, right, left. If this doesn't work for you, just step that foot through. And this time we're going to come up into a high lunge. So that back leg is off of the mat. Again, modification, you can drop it down. Heel is lifted in the back foot. Take a breath here, empty it out. And then frame that front foot. We're just going to repeat what we did. Left hand stays down, twist over to the right side, keep the hips square, keep the belly drawing in, wringing it out, and then come on over, modified side or full Vashti. Stay here, or if you want to do a little wild thing, step the foot behind the straight leg and open up your heart. Wild thing. And wherever you are, we're going to meet back in our downward facing dog with that right leg still lifted. Take a breath, let it go, and then release that leg down. Switch sides. Take that leg up and back. Hold it. Keep it square. Foot is flexed. Pinky toe faces down. And then bend the knee. Draw the knee to the left tricep. Send it up and back. Bend, pull it in. Tricep. That's above the elbow. Bend, draw it up and in. Tricep. Send it back. Last time it comes to the tricep, it stays at the tricep, then it sweeps to the opposite tricep. Left, right, left, right, left, right. 3, 2. You know where we're going. If you need to do it first, step it through, and coming into crescent lunge, high lunge, crescent pose, whatever you want to call it. Take one more breath. And then moving on, hands frame, right hand down, take a twist. Start to modify side plank or full plank or wild thing. Take that top leg, bend it, step it behind the straight leg, and open up your heart. Relax your glutes. Wherever you are, we're going to find our way back to that downward facing dog. Three-legged dog, the left leg is still lifted. Getting a nice stretch in that standing leg, engaging the glute on the left side. Take one more breath. Excellent. Drop the leg back down. And here we are, downward facing dog. One breath here, let it go. And however you want to get to your bum, you can. So just step and have a seat where you can walk your hands through and sit yourself down. Extend your legs straight out in front of you. Soften your knees if you need to. Roll up your mat and sit up tall. Reach both arms high to the sky. Take a breath. Exhale, reach forward, reaching from your heart, reach from your chest. Reaching as far forward as you can. And then whenever you're ready, drop your hands down, relax your head, your neck, your shoulders. Fold forward. Beautiful. And then stack your spine back up nice and tall. Bend your knees. Feet are about hips distance apart. And we're going to come up to a nice vertical spine. Arms are going to extend straight out in front of you. Take a breath here. And as you exhale, you're going to roll down nice and slow and nice and controlled using your core muscles. Lower down, tucking your tailbone under, roll, 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 all the way down you go. Taking your time, getting each vertebrae down one at a time until you make your way all the way back down to your mat. And then once you're at your mat, adjust yourself as you need to. If you have a ball, you can use it. If you don't have it, it's not necessary. A block will work as well. So put the ball, if you have it between your inner thighs, the meaty part, check your alignment so you're in a neutral spine, which means your pubic bone, your hip points are nice and level. And the natural curve of your spine just rests on the mat. Your arms are going to be down by your side. Take a breath. As you exhale, blow out through your mouth. Squeeze that ball, draw your navel to the mat. Keep the squeeze, if you have it, in your ball with your inner thighs, and breathe through the side ribs. Inhale, expand, exhale, release it. Feel the ribs knit together. Feel the belly drawing towards the mat. Again, 3 more times that breath. Inhale, expand, exhale, blow out through your mouth. If you know a Kegel exercise, you're engaging that pelvic floor. Inhale, expand through the ribs, exhale, blow out through your mouth. One more time, breathe in. And exhale it all out. Excellent. Keep your arms right where they are. You're going to take a little head nod. So if your eyes are open, if they're not, blink them open. Your gaze is at the ceiling. You're going to nod your head. Your gaze changes to where the wall and the ceiling meet, or at the top of your knees. And you're going to lift your head, your neck, your shoulders up off of the mat, reaching your fingertips long towards your toes. You're still squeezing that ball. Yes? Good. And then we're going to do a little mini 100. Breathing in for a count of 5 and breathing out for 5. Breath in. Breath out. Breath in. Breath out. One more time. Breath out. Stop pumping your arms. Bend your elbows, bring your hands behind your head, and then lower your head, neck, and shoulders down. Gaze back at the ceiling. Nod your head, change your gaze, lift back up, and then lower down, and lift, and lower, and lift, and lower, and lift. Keep going. Exhale. Exhale. 5 more. 5, 4, 3. Still squeezing that ball, yes. Last one. Lower everything back down to the mat. Excellent. Bring your arms back down by your sides. Take a breath. Now tuck your tailbone under. You're in a pelvic tilt. Your back is now supported. And take your legs up to tabletop. So knees are over the hip creases, calves are parallel to the mat. And here we go, take a breath. You're gonna nod your head, same thing. You're gonna reach your fingertips long. Now we're gonna do a full 100. Breath in, breath out. Breath in, breath out. So while you're pumping those arms, while you're doing your 100, if this is too easy, you can extend your legs. They can go low, they can go high, they can go back and forth. If you don't have the ball, that's okay. And out. Breath in. Keep that back supported. And out. Breath in. And out. Almost there. Exhale. Last time. Exhale. Stop pumping. Hold it here. Come up a smidgen higher. Squeeze that ball if you have it a little bit deeper. And then bring everything back in. Drop your head down, shake it out. If you had the ball, get rid of it. Bring your knees to your chest and give yourself a little hug. Excellent. We're going to do a roll up or full roll up, half roll up, whatever is in your practice or in what your body can manage. Bend your knees. Arms are extended straight out in front of you. This is the half first. Take a breath. Exhale, round your spine, scoop your belly up and in, looking at your center, and then take a breath here and exhale, fold forward, up and over. Inhale here, exhale, roll back. Breathe in to stay, exhale, send it forward. If you have the full roll up in your practice, you're going to go all the way down, bone by bone by bone, all the way, all the way, all the way, all the way down. Arms are just going to come up to the ceiling. I don't want your ribs popping open. Come right back up and over. Keep your knees bent. Inhale here. Exhale, roll back. Scoop that belly up and in. Roll down. Arms just to the ceiling. Shoulder blades into the mat. Ribs closed. Exhale to roll up and over. Exhale all that air out. Inhale here. Exhale, roll back down. We're going to do 3 more. Your version. Half roll back, full. Last time. Rolling all the way back down to the mat. Bone by bone by bone, no matter where you are, you're all the way back down to the mat. And then find your way. Adjust your mat. My mat is going crazy here. It's probably because it's on carpeting, which, we're just not used to that. It's the home world. Okay, so back to knees bent. We're going to move back into tabletop. So wherever you are, tail tucking under. Back is supported. Knees at tabletop. Hands are going to come behind your head. Elbows are nice and wide. Nod that head. Up you go in that crunch. And then you're going to reach your right leg and switch to your left leg. Right and left and 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 right and left. 3, 3, 2, 2, 1, 1. Table those legs. Keep those legs at table. Lay your head back down. Take a breath. Empty it out. Come back up into that same crunch. Reach your right leg away. Twist to the bent knee. Stay at center. Then twist. Center. Twist. Center. Twist. Center. Twist. Come center. We have 5, 4, 3 more. Last one. We're going to go right to the other side. Rotate up and over to the right and center. Right. Center. Up and over you go. Use that oblique to lift you. Finishing up. Here's 4. Here's 3. Here's 2. Last time. Back to the center. Table those legs and lay your head back down to the mat. Bring your hands down by your sides. You're still at that tabletop position, right? Perfect. Okay, so hands are now going to come on either sides of your knees. Nod that head. Lift your head, your neck, your shoulders up off of the mat. Bend your elbows, take your arms up and over your head. Biceps towards your ears and sweep those arms around. Don't move the legs, just the arms. Reach and sweep. Reach and sweep. Inhale. Reach. Exhale around. Reach. Exhale around. Reach. Now add those legs. Pull it in. Reach. Pull it in. Reach. Exhale in. Reach. Exhale in. Stay in it. 3, 2, 1. Pull it in. Hold it here. Lay your head down and then take your legs straight up to the ceiling. Reach behind your right leg and drop your left leg a few inches off of the mat. So it's hovering. Nod your head. Up you go. Walk your hands a little higher up and pulse. And switch. And switch. And switch. And switch. And switch. Breathe. As those legs change, pulse, pulse, switch. Pulse, 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 pulse. 5, 4, 3, 2. Last set right here. Beautiful. Legs stay straight up. Hands are going to come just behind your hips a little bit, underneath of your hips. And we're going to take those legs. You're going to lower them down as low as you can go. Your head can stay down. Lower, lower, lower. If your back starts to arch, if your ribs start to pop, you don't go any lower, then exhale them right back up. And then they go down again, lower, 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 lower. As low as they can go safely, then exhale them right back up. Use that breath. Inhale down, 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 down. Exhale. Inhale down, down, down. Lower. Exhale. Lift again. Lower, lower, lower. Last time. Lower, 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 lower. Exhale, lift. Keep those legs right where they are. Then you're going to take your legs. Your feet are going to reach right to the ceiling, like they're going to the sky. Up, 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 straight up. 5, 4. Use that breath. One more time. Bend those knees. Tabletop those legs. Hands are going to come back behind your head. Elbows are wide. You're going to lift your head, your neck, your shoulders off the mat. You're going to reach your right leg away. You're going to twist up and over to the bent knee and you're going to hold. Then you're going to switch to the other side and you're going to hold. And then you're going to switch and you're going to hold. Use that oblique. Use that oblique. Use that oblique to lift you up and over. Keep going. Think about lifting that shoulder up to the opposite knee. Don't bring the knee to you. You come up to it. 5 more sets. Let's go. Finish it. 5, 4, 3, 2. Last set. Last time. Very nice. Lay your head back down. Give yourself a little hug. 1 breath here and let it go. Arms out wide to the side like a T. Table those legs. We're going to drop the knees over to the left side of your mat. You're going to keep your shoulder blades glued to the floor. Take the knees over, lower, 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 lower. Exhale, back up. Take them over to the right side. Left shoulder stays down. Exhale them right back up. So you could continue with those bent knees, or you can straighten your leg, lengthening your lever. Over, over, keep going, over to the right. Remember, you can have bent knees. 1 more each side. Finish this up. Back to center. Give yourself a little hug. Take one breath, let it go. One more exercise and we're there. Legs straight up to the ceiling. Hands behind your head. Elbows nice and wide. Drop your right leg a few inches off of the mat. So it's hovering, sorry. Lift your head, neck, and shoulders up off the mat. Rotate up and over to that straight leg. So that is the left side. Release your right arm, release your left arm. Palms press. Hold. Lift. Now little pulses. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back to the center. Head goes down. Switch legs. Up. Over. Hold that. Then release one arm and the other. Palms press. Take your time. Lift those shoulder blades off the mat. Once you feel that oblique, now add the pulse. 5, 4. Come back down. Switch legs. Nod and lift. Up and over. Reach, reach. Palms press. Lift a little higher. Now add the pulses. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to the center. Switch legs. Up, over, reach, reach, press, hold, lift. Now pulse. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You ready for the last one? Here we go. Make it your best. Up and over. Hold. Feel that oblique kick in. Reach the right arm. Find the left arm. Press those palms to touch. Hold. Now, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Down you go. Switch it up. This is it, you guys. Nod your head. Lift, twist. Reach the left, reach the right. Palms press. Lift those blades up off the mat. Hold, hold, hold. Press those palms together. Now pulse it. 10, 9, 5, 4, 3, 2, done on 1, and down you go. Pull those knees to your chest. Give yourself a little hug. Running out of time as usual. Can't seem to get it all in. What I want. Legs straight, arms straight up and over your head. Stretch your body long and away. Now allow your ribs to pop open, whatever they want to do. Good, and then nice and easy, I want you to flip yourself right over onto your belly. I'm going to flip around. Easier to see. Okay, so arms straight up and over your head. Gaze is down at the mat. Feet or hips distance. And then you're going to take your right arm and your left leg off the mat at the same time. Just opposite arm and leg. And then lower down and switch. And switch. And switch. Good, and switch. And switch. And switch. And switch. And switch. One more time each side. And switch. Perfect. Now we're going to bend the elbows. Elbows come right out of your shoulders. So like a goalpost. Now you're going to lift both ends of your body up. And we're going to flow right through it. Inhale down and exhale lift. Lower. Lift. Lower. Lift. Lift 3 more times. Lift. 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 Hold the lift. Straighten the arms overhead and bend the elbows. Reach. Press. Reach. Press. Reach. Press. Reach and press. 4 more. 3, 2, 1. Elbows back to that goal post, lower down, and take a second to breathe. Then slide those hands so they're underneath of your forehead. One hand on top of the other, and your forehead goes down in your little pillow you've created. You're going to lift both legs up off of the mat, like so. Feel those glutes engage. You're going to open your legs a little bit wider, and you're going to bring your heels together to beat. Beat those heels. Go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 1. Keep those thighs lifted up off the mat. Feel those glutes. 2 more sets of 10. Last set right here. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release down. Take a breath. Let it go. And then push yourself back. Sit to your heels in a child's pose, a rest pose, a feel-good pose. 1 breath and let it go. Beautiful. Okay, so if you have a band, it doesn't have to be a TheraBand. It can be one of those, just bands that are already in a circle. I have one of those too, but we can use one of these as well. So if you have a band, tie yourself up like you're a present, and we're going to come over to our side facing forward. So I am lying down on my right side, so my left leg is working. Okay, so arm is straight. I don't have a ton of room, I'm sorry to say. I didn't set this up as best as I should have. Hips are stacked, shoulders are stacked. So the top leg is going to lift up. Okay, you're going to point that toe on the top leg, and you're going to flex the foot on the bottom leg. So that top leg is going to lift, and it's going to reach, and it's going to reach, and it's going to reach. And if you can see, I have a space under my waist. So I'm not resting down, I'm lifting up. Then that top leg is going to lift higher. You're going to use the resistance of the band. Lift it, then flex it and lower it. Lift it, flex it and lower it. Lift it, flex it and lower it. Lift it, flex it and lower it. So here we are going to work some obliques, stabilizer muscles, but I'm also going to focus a little bit today while we're actually finishing up here, because we don't have a ton of time. Just trying to keep it under 45 minutes. We're going to work the glute medius and minimus, those smaller muscles in your glutes. You know, the maximus, that's the big guy. So we're going to try to work on the smaller guys. 3 more of these, I think. 2. 1 more time. Then bring it back. It's just hip height only. The toe is pointed. It's reaching longer. Your ribs are still lifted up off the mat, right? And you're going to make little circles, baby circles. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1. Other side again. 10, 9, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring that leg back down. Just give it a little love here. And then bend both knees. So you make a 90-degree angle with your body. Okay, so knees in line with your hips, stacked knees, stacked ankles, and we're going to do what's called the clam. We all know the clam. So you're going to lift your top leg, your feet are staying together, lower the knee, lift the knee, lower the knee, lift the knee. Lift, lift. So the first few are just great, right? Feel good. And then it starts to burn a little bit. And then it starts to burn a little bit more. And we're going to do 5 more of these. 5, 4, 3, 2, and then what's going to happen? It's going to stay up there, and then we're going to pulse 15 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Remember, it needs a little love. Give it a little bit blood flow there. And then we're going to do the same exercise, well, a similar exercise, but the feet are going to come apart. So you're just going to lift and lower. So knees stay forward, facing forward, stacked. Promise you'll feel these tomorrow, especially if you don't do them very often, which we don't, and we really should, right? 5 more just like this. 5, 4, 3, keep those knees forward, breathe through it. 1, what do you think is going to happen now? Yes, that's right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, we're going to just flip it right around. Nothing fancy. Sorry. Okay, so now you won't see my face, you'll just see my body. Okay, so legs are stacked, hips are stacked, shoulders are stacked, the bottom foot is flexed, the top foot is lifted, it's hip height. You're going to grow that leg longer, see how it's growing longer. My rib cage is lifted up off the mat. Now lift, flex, and lower. Keep that bottom foot anchored down. Point to lift, flex to lower. Point to lift, flex to lower. I have a noisy band. Last 2 right here. Good, bring it back, just hip height. Point that toe, grow it longer. Here we go, 10 circles. Forward, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10. Reverse, 10, 9, 8, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring that leg back down. Bend those knees. Clam time. Knee in line with the hip crease. Here we go. Feet stay together. Knee lifts, knee lowers. The tighter you have that band, the more resistance you're creating. I kind of wish my band was tighter, but I'm not going to take the time to change it. 3, 2, the last one, it stays up there, and 15 little pulses right here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release it down. Make sure it's still there. And then lift, lower. Ready for our pulses? Here we go. Up you go and pulse. 15 only. Let's go. 10, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down. Make sure that it's still there. Okay. Flip it right around. So we're back on our hands and knees. This is what we're finishing up. So you can keep your band on if you'd like. It just makes it even more fun. Tucking those toes under. Draw that belly in and up. Think about scooping out. Don't forget. I know this works kind of everything, but I want you to think about abdominals. Okay, so toes are tucked. You're going to float your knees up off the mat. 1 inch maybe? That would be perfect. 2 inches? Okay. No more than that, okay? We're not going to do any of this stuff. You're in tabletop with knees floated. That's all. If you need to drop your knees, of course you do so. So we're going to start with the right leg lifting. So knees float, lift that leg, lower that leg. Oh, the band makes it more fun, doesn't it? Oh my goodness, it does. 6, 7, 8, 9, holy moly, 10. Drop that knee, drop those knees. Switch sides. Now I'm glad my band is not so tight. Here we go. Press the floor away. Float the knees off. Here we go. Left lifts, left lowers. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Drop those knees, relax those toes. You can sit back for a second because we're going to do another set. This next set, there's no rest in between. It's just going right for it and you'll be done. Okay? Ready to do it? 10 on each side, no rest in between. You know what's coming. Learning curves over. Tuck those tootsies under. Core, pull it in. Don't forget about that. I know everything hurts. Lift those knees. Float them off. Here we go. Right leg. Up. 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 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right to the left side. Let's go right into it. 2, 3. I'm losing my band. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Breathe. 10. Drop those knees, relax those toes, and press yourself back in a child's pose. Breathe here. Take a couple breaths. And just same stretch that we started with. If your hands go to the right and your hips go to the left, give yourself a nice side body stretch. And over to the other side. And back to the center. And continue to do any other stretches you want. If you want to lay in a Shavasana, I don't want to take the time. 50 minutes. I was close. Hope you guys have a great day, a great Sunday. It's Sunday. I'll continue to do these videos if you'd like. Give me some feedback if you want yoga, if you want Pilates, if you want to separate, you like the combo. I'll do whatever I can to help you, and let's get through this together. Have a great day.